not even mean Bauer's game for me.
Wait, are you two?
We are back again today for another game review, a special tag team review. Here with my 7-year-old son, Sean.
Hi.
And today, we're going to be talking about Sorry Sliders, the Cars 2 edition. This is from Hasbro. It's for 2 to 4 players. It's for ages 6+. And in Sorry Sliders, they take the original Sorry Sliders, which is a pretty cool game where you're trying to get your sliders into a certain middle area, and they literally just took everything out of that game aside from flicking the little sliders, because this is just a straight up race game where at the beginning of the game you're going to construct a track and then you're going to go around racing, and there's some special spots on the board. If you want to see exactly how the game plays, we did a Bauer Family Learns. We'll post a link either up here or down there or somewhere. You'll be able to check that out. So this is just our review of the game. So let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the cons, I think we'll start with the cons. 2 to 4 players, a little bit of a restricted player count. And honestly, there's no real good reason why it can't be more players, right? If you had more sliders, you could have more players, right?
Yeah.
But if you had more players, that would add to the length of the time, which was one of the cons you had, right? You thought the game was a bit too long, right?
Yeah, I think 5 laps is a bit much.
Yeah, so in this game, you go around and you're flicking, and you have to go around the circle, and you get to flick twice in your turn. But you have to go 5 laps. And this is a big board. And so 5 laps just seems to take quite a while, especially when you're playing with more players. So if you added a 5th or a 6th player, which you very easily could, it's going to extend the game a good deal.
Yeah.
Another con that I have with this game is that while it is cool that you could create your own tracks, there's not really too many different things you could make. I mean, you can make some different shapes, but I really wish they would have made like a raised one, like a ramp or something like that. Like, how cool would just a little tiny ramp or something be?
Or like a giant mountain.
Yeah, and this is Hasbro. This is a huge multi-billion-dollar company potentially. Why can't we get some ramps? Why can't we get some more cool stuff? Because, as we'll tell you in the pros, we do like the different spots around the board, but we just wanted more. Also, the game can get repetitive because it's just flicking. The assembly. Yeah, this thing kept falling apart over and over again. Now, we were missing one piece, but even before that, it's just, it kept falling apart because you have to put it in exactly the right way, and the system it uses, it doesn't work as well as you would like it to, and we had to stop quite a few times to fix things. Which is unfortunate, because with a game like this, you're going to be all around the board, you're going to be interacting with the board, you're going to be getting down, flicking the board, so you want something that's really sturdy that's not going to fall apart. Yeah. You know, think Ice Cool. Is Ice Cool going to fall apart? No, that's because they did it the right way. Pitch Car, another example. Yeah. Well, you haven't played Pitch Car, but that's another racing game, very cool racing game. And this is probably, that's what this is most akin to. It is pretty much just like Pitch Car, you're just racing. Any other cons that you have with it that you can think of? No? Moving on to the pros. Sorry Sliders, for me personally, was okay. I didn't think it was particularly good or great, but I didn't think it was bad. I enjoyed my time with it. What did you think, Sean?
Yeah, I liked it. I'd rather play Ice Cool.
You'd rather play quite a few other games over it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And I'd actually rather play the original Sorry Sliders as well. And I think the main problem is they didn't do enough to really make this game memorable. They needed more spots. They needed more cool things going on in this game, and they just didn't have it. And that's a problem that a lot of kids' games have, is that in order to not make things overly complex, they will strip things down, and there could have been a lot of cool extra things they could have added in here, and they did not. So, overall, I don't know if we're going to recommend this game. No. I think there's a lot of other better games. I don't think it's a bad game. You know, if you get it for, say, $1 at Goodwill, then would you maybe recommend it? It's fun to play with. The pieces are fun. After this, we're just going to make tracks and flick them around, I imagine.
Yeah.
So there's fun to be had here, but not at full price. But we're talking about the pros here. So we like the different spots around the board. I like the Mater, that where you... I really liked having Mater. If you land on this one specific spot...
that has Mater on it, you can get Mater, so like you get flicked off the track. Mater can help you.
Yeah, normally your turn would be over. So if you flick really hard and you just fly off the track, you fall off the track, your turn's over. But with Mater, it's just like he gets you back, which works thematically.
Yeah, and also if you land in the ooze,
He gets you out.
Yeah.
Because there's a spot where if you get in this ooze, you have to close your eyes when you flick, which doesn't sound hard, does it? It's like, okay, whatever, I'm just closing. But it's actually way more difficult.
Yeah, I was like, where's my face?
Yeah, so...
Is it?
So that spot was cool. I would have liked to see more spots of it. Like, why couldn't this be double-sided? Like, why can't this just be double-sided? You know, maybe I could just take this off and slide it, and boom, now we're looking at a whole different way to play the game.
Like a big bumpy mountain.
Yeah, who knows? And they could have had new things. There's some things you strap on the wall, which makes it cool. There's some cones. There's like oil slicks, and all that stuff's really cool. But we wanted more of that. So in the end, sorry sliders. Oh, and the reason why it's sorry because it was originally sorry sliders because they made a game with sorry pieces, except they had sliders on the bottom. Now, how's it sorry? Because someone can steal Mater from you. And that's the one time where it says in the rules, like, sorry, they can take it from you. Just, like, if you were on Mater and you had your Mater token, you hadn't used it yet, I could just be like, sorry, and take it from you. But I did like Mater a lot, especially because it meant that I could just flick as hard as I wanted, and I didn't have to worry about the ramifications of it. But in the end, sorry, sliders. $1, maybe $2 tops if you can get it somewhere cheap. It's got all the sliders. I think you'll get some fun out of it. Your kids have some fun out of it. If you had numerous, you know what? I will take this back. I think if we had another copy of this, then it would be a lot more fun. Because we could really modify the rules to this. We could make a really long track.
Yeah, just like, maybe like a ginormous circle.
So I'm going to give this game a 6, but I think if you can find 2 copies of this, I think it'd bump it up to a 7.5. I think you'd have some real fun with this game at that point. But there you go. Sorry, sliders. Cars 2 edition from Hasbro, one that we can't really recommend unless ... it's cheap or you can get 2 copies. But let us know what you think about Sorry Sliders. If you've played it, down in the comments below. And if you want to join what we're doing, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. If you want to support the channel, consider supporting the Patreon down below or click the little Amazon Associates link in the comments below. Let me know which one is your favorite. Oh, okay. What is your favorite Pixar movie? So they have Toy Story, they have Up, they have... I mean, you've seen a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Pixar movie? It's a tough one.
Yeah. I have a lot of...
Mine used to be Toy Story 2, but I think now it's Toy Story 3.
I have one question. Is Onward on Pixar?
Onward is on Pixar, yeah.
Well...
That, you know what? That one might... Ooh, that's a good one. That might... I'd have to watch it again, but that might be mine. Is that what you're going with? Onward, the good dinosaur was on there, too.
I think I'll go with Wall-E the Robot.
Ooh, Wall-E out of left field. Like it. Let us know in the comments below what is your favorite Pixar movie. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.